Welcome to the Seeing Way Overview, Level 1 Learning Objectives. What is the Seeing Way? Awakening through direct experience. What does that mean? The Seeing Way is the essential logic of Advaita Vedānta. Abstracted from its Vedic cultural packaging, reconstructed as an experiential Socratic dialogue, an Upaniṣadic operating system for the mind, leading inevitably to awakening or Brahman Realization. The Seeing Way is composed of several structural components, 10 Advaita learning objectives, 12 Advaita scriptural axioms, 7 typical mental diversions, and 5 corrective Socratic moves. This is the whole system. Today we are going to cover Level 1 learning objectives, Upaniṣadic. 1 is Viveka, discrimination. 2 is Vairagya, or natural dispassion. 3 is Samadhi-sattva, the 6 inner capacities. And 4 is Mumukshutva, longing for freedom. Take a look at discrimination. Viveka recognizes the difference between the witness and what is witnessed. See that whatever appears cannot be the perceiver. The foundational skill is distinguishing the unchanging witness from the changing contents of experience. This is the pivot from confusion to clarity, from identification to seeing. Dispassion. Vairagya understands that the non-self is transient, dependent, and cannot fulfill the longing for wholeness. Let attachment relax on its own. When what is non-self is seen as transient and unable to provide lasting fulfillment, attachment dissolves without suppression. Dispassion is not withdrawal, it is realism. The 6 inner virtues are well known from Shankaracharya's books. The Samadhi-sattva cultivates calm, restraint, endurance, focus, trust, and balance. These qualities arise naturally as the mind stops confusing itself with appearances. As discrimination strengthens, the mind naturally settles. Calm, restraint, steadiness, focus, patience, and trust appear not through effort, but through alignment with truth. The result of the previous 3 objectives is longing for freedom, mumukshutvam, awaken the sincere desire to know the self directly, acknowledge that liberation is the deepest instinct of awareness. The innate pull towards liberation becomes conscious. This longing is not psychological. It is the call of awareness to know itself as itself. Namaste. So these items in the Upaniṣadic, or Level 1 of the Seeing Way, should be familiar from our previous videos on Atma Bodha and Viveka Chudamani. They are what is called the Sadhana Chatushtaya. And this is the foundation. This is the beginning of the Seeing Way. Instead of experiencing things objectively, so-called, we have to separate the experience from the experiencer. That's Viveka, discrimination. And from that, the rest of the items follow naturally. If we see that we are not the items of experience, but the experiencer itself, then those items lose their charm. They are not any more attractive to us because we can see that they're not going to give us full satisfaction. So we withdraw from them naturally into the self. And then To further clarify matters, we develop the 6 virtues, starting with calm, withdrawal of the senses, and so forth. We've already been over these in previous videos on this channel in some detail, so we're not going to go into them much here. But the point is, when you begin to practice the seeing way, you will experience these things naturally, spontaneously, without effort. That's because our deep understanding of the logic of Advaita brings you automatically to the understanding that I am different from the body. I am different from the mind. I am not these experiences. I am not these objects, these feelings, ideas, and desires. I am the one who observes these things. This is the most important and fundamental discrimination. From that, all the other things arise by themselves. The thing is, in Western culture, we don't have a way of experiencing these things, so they become like philosophy, like religious ideas with no application. And so people simply adopt them as catchphrases. Oh, I am Brahman. Big deal. You might know that you're Brahman, but until you experience being Brahman, it's not going to stick. It's like, the born-again Christians. They go through some emotional bonding experience or love bombing, whatever you want to call it. And then for a couple of weeks, they're floating on cloud 9. And then what happens? The crash. Reality intervenes. Because they haven't realized what they are affirming. It's only a verbal knowledge recognition. We go deeper. We go beyond the cultic catchphrases to the logic essentials of Vedanta. And we show in an ordinary Western cultural context how they are implemented on a day-to-day experiential basis. And that makes all the difference.